Yes, hello everyone. Today we are going to learn about a very famous play, The Caretaker, which is written by Harold Pinter. So, to talk about Harold Pinter, he is a post war dramatist and he belongs to Theatre of Absurd. And this play, The Caretaker, is also an absurd play, and it can also be called as comedy of menace. So you might ask, what is menace? Menace, it's nothing but actually comic with fear. This play, The Caretaker, was first performed in 1960. And to talk about Harold Pinter, he is the most original author to have emerged from the new wave of dramatists. He also wrote such plays like The Birthday Party, Homecoming, and The Caretaker. As I said, this Caretaker was performed in 1960. So, this is a three-act play, and we have three main characters. So, the characters are Mick, he is in the age of late 20s, Aston, he is a man of early 30s, and Davis, an old man. He's a trump in the play. As I said, it's an absurd play. Let me have a very quick sum up of this story. So here, Aston, he just rescued this Davis, his full name is Mac Davis, from a bar fight, and he just brought this Mac Davis to his apartment. So in his apartment, it was described as it's in one single room, and it has a bucket, it has one Buddha statue and a cup, right? So there was a conversation between Mac Davis and Aston. So here Aston, he just tried to get some shoes for Davis, but Davis, he just rejected the offer. And again, he just got some shoes for Davis where it doesn't match his foot. And then the second pair of shoes he tried to bring, but the lace color is not fine. Then we can find the original name of Mac Davis. I'm sorry. Actually, he intro to Aston with his false name, that is Bernard Chickens, but actually his original name is Mac Davis. So this is a point to be noted, that his false name is Bernard Chickens. Always he just used this false name when he intro to another person. So to talk about the apartment, we can find the roof, it was not fine. It's always during the time of raining, because it's actually bad weather, so it's a time where we can find the roof, it started to split its water over the surface. So they just cover the roof with some bucket and all that. And when we talk about Aston, he just before some years he was in an asylum. He just come across some shock treatment, and he blamed himself that because of it he's somewhat mad. He just think himself like that he had some issues, in psychological issues. And this particular monologue, his speech, this monologue is considered as the longest monologue in the play. And the next day, Aston, he just leave the room, and then his brother, actually Aston and Nick, they both are brothers. So his brother Mick, he just entered into the room, and here there was a clash between Mick and Davis, because Davis is an unknown person to him. So there was a fight, and this is considered as a comedy in the play, right? And he just threatened Mac Davis with a vacuum cleaner. So this is also to be noted. And to talk about the plays of the story is Sidcup, SIDCUP. So this is a place we can find where this particular play it's revolving around. Then we can find Aston. He enters the room and he just brought some bag to Davis. Mike, he tried to grab the bag, and there was a commotion over the three persons. That also we can find. And this is all about the main content, the main incident that revolves around the play. So once again, a small recap over that. So here, Mac Davis, he was rescued by Aston from a bar fight, and the place where this story revolves, that is Sidcup. And in one act, there was an clash between Mike and Davis, and Mike, he threatens Davis with a vacuum cleaner. And in the beginning, we can find the room. It is a one single room. There was a bucket, Buddha statue, and a cup. And to have a cramming, this is a 3-act play which is written by Harold Pinter. And the character Aston, he once upon a time he was in an asylum. He just tell his story to Mac Davis. And we also find Mac Davis, he had a false name, that is Bernard Checkins. So this particular play is an absurd play, and also it's a comedy of menace. Menace means nothing but it's comic with fear. We can say it's comic with fear. So this play is performed in 1960. So that's all about this play. Thank you for watching.